I'm the type of person that have so many OC and lore to the point I think about them 24/7, and it's so bad that I can't even focus on one. So I'm on a mission to share every idea that I have on this list, and yeah, this list is long. Hi, my name is Ashante, and this is Make It Happen. It's about three girls that got bored of their city, which is very gray and gloomy, and decided they got tired of it, so they used the power of social media to spread love and positivity and show people that there's more to life than just work, sleep, and eat. I did attempt this once already, but I didn't like it, so I scrapped it and started over again. And also, the first character has a name, but the other two I'm struggling with. So we're gonna go by them by yellow and purple, and I'm gonna have you guys name them. Someone already named the first character, so if you guys want to check that old video out, I'll link it in the corner somewhere around here. And let's get started. Meet Megan. Megan is the leader of the group. She was born and raised in the countryside by her grandparents, who runs a vineyard. She grew up watching a lot of movies and TVs that show her about the city, and growing up, she always wanted to go there, where she saw all the pretty lights, the pretty people, and see that's where your dreams come true. Because of this, she grew up wanting to be a photographer and a filmmaker. She always filmed small moments and took pictures of her life at the vineyard. And as soon as she got old enough to go to college, she decided to go to school in the big city. But when she got there, it was nothing like she was expecting. There were gloomy people everywhere. Everybody was mean. It was depressing. And when she did school, it was even more depressing. She felt like her creativity was trapped. So she decided to drop out. And to make ends meet, she decided to work at a coffee shop just until she could get enough money to go back home. But she got to her breaking point one day and decided to quit and grab her roommate and decided that they will both become influencers, if I'm saying that word right, and make people happy. She knows that this is not the city that she grew up seeing on TV, and there's more to life than just this. Maggie is the leader of the group, so she mostly handles all the accounts and the posting and editing. Since she wanted to take into filming and being the photographer in the first place, so she handles all that fun stuff. She also does her part by going around the city and showing people places they can go, third spaces where they can rewind and relax with their friends, encouraging people to go outside and do more than what's your job and also what's your home life. Like, just, make people happy. She also gives out good fashion tips and goes around and show people the best places to eat. Like, she also cooks as well, giving food tips. And if you're wondering what LOF stands for, it means love forever. They just cut the love short and add the F there. And Maggie came up with that because she thought it was cute and it matched with loaf. So that's Maggie. Now on to her roommate, Yellow. Yellow is the second member of the group and she handles the finances. She's also a huge nerd when it comes to aliens, robots, or any sci-fi movie. At first, she was very hesitant to do this in the first place because she's a very logical person. Always 10 steps ahead and always have a backup plan just in case. So she was very worried when her best friend came out the blue saying that, oh, we're going to start a social media and become influencers. And she was incredibly worried because bills need to be paid, even though she supports like more than half of the bill. And she's just a worry wart. On top of that, she's very afraid to show her true colors because of her mother. Her mother was those types of people, very traditional, believed that girls should be more ladylike and do girl things and boys should be doing boy things. So anything that Yellow like, she shouldn't be liking because those are meant for boys, and it was a stupid thing. But the more you hear that from one person, it becomes real. Like, it kind of shrinks that person down a bit. but it didn't take it all away from her because of her dad. And her dad is those types of people who believe that anybody could be anyone. And he was super stoked that Yellow likes the things that he like. Having a daughter that loves robots and aliens, he thought it was amazing. And he always taught her never to hide your true self. But having a mother like Yellow's that is super strict and super traditional that could be very hard. So she went through the traditional route of getting a safe job, not following her dreams and all that stuff. And yeah, she works at a very, very boring place. So seeing Megan with this passion and this energy to do something great reminds her of her father. And she was super excited. And you know what? She quit her job the next day too and started this whole social media thing. But she didn't do it until they have a proper plan. And that's the type of person she is. And also, she wants to hide her face because she don't want her mother to find out. She's really scared of her mother, and she's worried what her mother would think if she finds out that a job that is that she just quit a job that was very secure. She quit after like 2 years being in this job. So yeah, that's her whole ideal. And when it comes to what she does for social media, she will go to conventions, she will go to events and all that stuff that is pushing towards her interests. And she will also go to other conventions that is out of her interest to just see what is it like and show people that being yourself is great and it's so freeing. So as little as she gets out of her own shell, the more she gets to be herself and show her true colors. And the idea of all the TV heads and the computer heads is her idea because again, her mother, she don't want her mother to find out at all. So I give her this whole design of the whole alien look and also the computer head, which was inspired by the old Apple computers when I was in school. Yeah, I'm old, but yeah, that's Yellow. And on to Purple. Purple is a very interesting case because she didn't join until really later, and it has been 6 months since the group has already started and they gained some traction and all that stuff. And Purple has been a fan of them since the very beginning. And she loves their work, but she thinks they need one more thing to bring it all together. And she's a very shy, private person. So it took a lot of courage for her to come to the convention that they were at and talk to them and ask them to join the group. Yellow was a little hesitant because having a fan join the group can cause some problems, but Megan did not hear anything. She's like, ooh, new friend, new person in the group, yippee. And that was her idea of like, yes, you can join, but Yellow couldn't say anything. But what Purple does is that she reminds people to take their time and just rewind. Take some time for yourself. She mostly goes on stream, play some cozy games, do some SMRs, or like just hang out and talk to the audience and ask them about their day. She doesn't really talk about herself. She asks about people's day and just listen, basically go on calls with some of them and give them some advice, and people are just loving it. Hearing just having a person listen to you or having a person to remind you that it is time to like just relax and have some time to yourself is very helpful. And that's what she brings to the team. She also helps out with the group when it comes to other things since they're really busy. Megan and Yellow are not only doing the social media thing because, money. Megan is an editor for other social media artists, and Yellow do some coding on the side for other companies. And it brings some money to the table while they have some time to do their own thing. But as anybody knows that they're doing two things at once, working a regular job and also doing your dream, it can be very stressful. And these girls are tired. They've been doing this for 6 months straight and they haven't got a chance to relax, and rewind. And purple is there to help out with most of those things. She is there to help relieve some of the stress that they have, and it's great. So that's why I designed her this way, with a lot of blankets. And I don't have a lot of blankets. Mostly her face is just covered with a big giant sweater. And then she has this big fluffy blanket that she used to stream. If I can like draw this again, I will design her a cover around with a bunch of pillows, her favorite video games, and anything that just gives the cozy vibe, basically. So yeah, that is purple, and that is all of the loft groups. Okay, so if I were to build a series off of this, I don't think I would do a TV show. This is more of like a comic book social media thing where I will take each character and with their interests, I will go to different parts of the city and show hidden places or go to conventions and all that stuff. This is like a very big project. Like I have to make a whole separate Instagram and all that stuff for them, which I think I might not be able to do, but it's an idea and I love this idea. It's a cute one. They're supposed to build awareness, especially what is happening here in the US right now. We need a lot more positivity. They're not really here to distract you from anything. They pretty much here to tell you to go outside and see what's going on as well. I just told you the like positive and happy side of things, but they're also here to show you that, yeah, go outside and see what's going on, because social media is such a distraction now these days, and it's a lot. It is so much. And that's pretty much it. I really do love this idea. I don't know if I'll be able to do it, but let's hope for the best. On top of that, if you guys have made it to the end of this video, I have a surprise for you. I want you to meet the newest member of the family. This is my niece, Talea. She is my little Talea Malaya Nanela, and I love her so much. By the time this video comes out, she should be 7 months old, and I have been practically raising this girl. Her mother and father have been so busy building a future for her and her siblings, so I couldn't be more happier doing this for them. I just have to work around my schedule now because it's so much harder to draw when she's constantly tapping on my iPad all the time, and I just love her so much. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much, and I see you guys in the next one. Bye.